Welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at female dating coaches. A lot of people have been talking about this in the past, but this ad keeps popping up and I want to discuss it with you. It's been very annoying. Before we kick it off, I'm Dave. This channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. My book's in the description where you can learn a little bit about me. It's more my autobiography. But let's just get straight into it. So this ad keeps popping up and I thought I would address it.
Almost have no clue that they're making it. See, every time a guy approaches me, one of three scenarios plays out. Scenario number one, he talks to me without ever making a move or escalating, and in that case, he'll always be doomed to the friend zone. I'm not going to see him sexually. Scenario number two, we talk for a while, but when he tries to take it to the next level, he gets rejected immediately and comes off as a creep. Scenario number three, he ignites instant chemistry. Then when he makes a move, the only thing us girls can think of is, yes, please. So what differentiates that third scenario from the first two?
Yeah, it's not looks, it's not status, it's not height, and it's not money. But first I'd like to address one really important thing that a lot of guys people follow her, obviously. They get coaching from her. They pay her thousands of dollars for coaching. And I'd like to address just the most obvious thing. Men, it's harder for a man in Western society. Do you agree? It's harder for men. Men have to work and they have to work, they have to build a career, they have to be highly educated, they have to accumulate a ton of wealth so that they can have a wife and children. Women don't need to do that. So while we're spending all this time accumulating all these things, women are just focusing on, I don't know what they do to, they got all these other little things, life's fun for them. Women don't need to do that, okay? So that takes time away from men to be able to focus on dating and relationships. And this partially is why men fall into the trap of fake dating coaches. Second aspect is, how often do women get rejected by men? I dare say that the vast majority of women have never ever been rejected sexually. Even if she is really low mate value and he is really high mate value, if he is free that afternoon, that day, that night, and he's got nothing else on, he will sleep with pretty much anything. What would a female dating coach have to be able, what would she be able to teach you about rejection? It seems like from this, she's trying to give you a point of view from her point of view, but her point of view doesn't matter, because if she doesn't understand rejection and what men have to go through every time they meet a woman, then she doesn't know nothing about dating, because the fundamental core problem that men have is dealing with rejection. It's dealing with rejection in public, dealing with rejection with a girl that you have just met in a club. That's why men get drunk, to deal with the rejection in the club. It's dealing with rejection on the first, second, third date. It's dealing with rejection from your girlfriend that just left you. It's dealing with rejection from your wife that just left you for the postman. Rejection, and also on top of the rejection, society doesn't give a damn whether anything happens to you. You find a new girlfriend or wife. Society doesn't care. If anything, when a man is rejected, society laughs at him. But on the flip side, with a woman, as soon as a woman gets rejected, society wants to go, oh, come here, we'll give you a house to live in. We'll give you half of his money. It's okay. There's a white knight that will fly in and he'll be like, whoa, riding on his horse, and you'll be like, hey, what happened with you? Are you okay? You can stay at my place. You see, the power dynamic is in the woman's hands, and it is even more offensive to see a woman coaching. because she has no understanding, no fundamental understanding. She can logically listen to her clients, I dare say, her customers. I wouldn't call them clients because it's not, this is just fake coaching. It's not real. There's no way that she could add any value to any of her students. Impossible, because she doesn't understand the fundamental problem that men have, which is rejection. And if a woman can't emotionally understand that, she can logically understand it, she can hear it, she go, oh, that's bad. Maybe you try this other trick, you know? From my point of view, this should work. Let's just listen to what else. This ad is really annoying.
It's not looks, promise, status, height, or money, and definitely not luck. Even male dating coaches sometimes chalk it up to a numbers game when it's totally not. I can't.
Yeah, it's not a numbers game. Now, why is she saying it's not a numbers game? Because she doesn't understand rejection. She thinks that you can put together the perfect approach and it will work 100% of the time. That's not how it works, guys. And any of you out there that is worth your salt out there, anyone out there that has actually put some time and effort into this, knows that you will get rejected. Cristiano Ronaldo gets rejected. Leonardo DiCaprio gets rejected. The top of the top elite men get rejected. And for her to say that it's not a numbers game doesn't mean 1,000. It means that if you get rejected 50% of the time, you're still a legend. If you get rejected 25% of the time, you're Leonardo DiCaprio. I dare say, I've already covered this before. Cristiano Ronaldo was getting rejected in Sydney when he came to Sydney, and he is one of the most desired men on planet Earth. That's a number that didn't go his way. Therefore, definition is, it is a numbers game for even Cristiano Ronaldo. And the further down the mate value hierarchy you go, the more the numbers have to increase. It's just con artistry. This is a con artist at play.
Blame them though. Girls' brains are wired to understand this stuff while guys' brains are just not. The truth is, every girl knows there's one thing that makes all the difference after the approach: your flirting skills. And if you're not experiencing number 3 regularly, then you're not flirting in the specific ways women are hardwired to respond to. Guys who understand this about women are incredibly rare, which is why the few who do get it also have way more sexual options than they can handle.
And the guys who do have these specific flirting skills, the only ones that have success are the ones that the girl is attracted to immediately. If she was so successful, see, this is one thing I would like to point out, is that as my goal here is to continue getting the best results for my clients, the guys that I'm helping out. And I believe that if I continue getting the best results for my guys, I will eventually, all of it will flow to me. She has been around forever. I don't know, I think she's been around for like a decade or something. And everybody's not going to her. She's not the go-to girl. The reason why is because she's obviously not getting any results for her clients, her customers. And sure, she must be, she's probably a millionaire now. But I doubt that she'll be getting good results if she's putting out these ads. People would be coming to her. And that's the goal of what I'm trying to achieve here, is to be the best, the pinnacle, the one that gets all the results. And if you've been around for this long and you're not the top, you're probably just making enough money, coaching, whatever. But I just see a lot of bullshit here. And the fact that they can say, oh, look, this is the one trick, it shows a lack of understanding of the complexity of what they're trying to teach. Let's continue anyway.
If you're interested in having the power to quickly create these kind of emotional connections with women that are sexual in nature, here's what I suggest. Go take a look at my top rated program, the F Formula. The F Formula is a complete foolproof system for flirting that works on any woman, regardless of her beauty, her career, or her past experience with men. All you have to do is click the link in the video now to learn the F formula. You may or may not know this, but good flirting bypasses the logical brain and goes straight to our emotional core. It triggers a gut reaction that fires up our emotions. Unlike the typical conversations we have.
And it's probably the way she talks that it's so condescending. It makes me feel disgusted by the way she talks. But I just thought I'd quickly address that. I've heard men in the past say, look, how can a fish teach you how to fish? Because a fish is in the sea and we got to fish. We're playing two different games. Men have to build status, build charisma, figure out how to approach women. We have to lead. We have to meet women and take them out on dates. We have to run the game. When we take a girl home, it's to our house, it's not to their house. So that means our place needs to be all sorted out. All of this entire system needs to be sorted out by us. Now, for a woman, how would she understand that unless she's actively trying to do that herself? And if she's a woman, she never would have done that herself. It's the same as how would you know if a guy is good at dating if he's only giving you theory videos, you've never seen him do any infields, you've never seen him do interviews in the street, you've never seen him interact with women, and you have no idea if he's getting any results. You don't see him out on any dates with women, you don't see anything. All you see is him giving you theory videos. It's the same thing. In fact, it's worse than that, because it is someone who has never actually known what it's like to be a man. It is the utmost con artist that can convince you that they understand you when it's impossible for them to understand you. And the fact that they're making money doing this means that it's just more evidence of how busy men are these days. We just got so much on our plate that even just basic common sense, men just don't quite understand it, because they got just too much on their plate, and they think, okay, well, I'm going to spend some money and get a coach, and well, she seems to think she knows what she's talking about. She's got a big audience. It's kind of sad, but anyway, I just wanted to make that video quickly, and I'll see you guys in the next video.